Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Deep Dives. Deep Dives where I'm going to go into each and every Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, maybe not each and every Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype, but I'm going to do most of them. We're going to deep dive into them, see what's up with their archetypes, their monsters, their spells, their traps, everything. We're going to go and check them out. We're going to see, are they good? Are they bad? Are they Where do they need help? Can I help them? Or are they already good enough? I don't need to help them. Who knows? Let's find out. Alright, so as you can see here, we got the Crystal Beast. Crystal Beast, originally named and known as Gem Beast in Japan, is an archetype of 7. Level 3 to 4. Level 3 to 4 monsters with various attributes, primarily Earth and Wind, and primarily Beast types that also share the same effect of becoming continuous spell cards. We all know that. They came out in GX, and I don't think it's a surprise to anybody, but they're kind of dated. They came out in the GX era, and if you remember, there wasn't any extra deck. There was only fusion monsters, and that's it. There's no links, there's no synchros, there's no nothing. And all the cards that they have created since then, they've been fine. But let's go right here, the Rainbow Dragon. Their best card, let's see. This card is always treated as an ultimate crystal card. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by having 7 of those boys with different names on your field and or graveyard. This card cannot activate the following effects of the turn in a special summon. Quickie. You can send all Crystal Beast monsters you control to the graveyard. This card gains 1,000. It gains a stack of attack for each monster sent to the graveyard. And then you can banish all Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard and shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. That's not good. A card that needs 7 cards with different names. Specific cards to be on the field and or your graveyard, banish them. Oh wait, no, you don't need to banish them. Never mind, I'm lying. But you need to have 7 of them on your field and or graveyard. And not only that, but it can't even activate its following effects the turn it's summoned. And not only that, but all it does is gain attack, and then it already has 4,000 attack. Like, this man is gonna gain more attack for no damn reason. Sure, there's OTK potential here, but you need other cards to set that up, and a lot of cards can just get negated easily by hand traps here or there. This, you can banish all Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard, shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. Cool. But you have to activate it on your turn. You can't activate it on your opponent's turn. That's just kinda lame. Oh well. Rainbow Dark Dragon. I'm kind of going in and out of order here. But I just thought, it would be better to go with the, ultra powerful boss monsters of this archetype. Rainbow Dark Dragon, also treated as an ultimate crystal. I don't know if you guys can really see this that well, but I'll have the cards up anyway. Card is always treated as an ultimate crystal card. Alright, I already said that. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Same thing. And must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 7 dark monsters with different names from your graveyard. So it's not field and graveyard like the original. This one needs it to be all in your graveyard. Then you can banish all other dark monsters from your field and graveyard. This card gains 500 attack for each card banished this way. So not only does it gain less attack, but you need to banish 7 dark monsters already with different names in your graveyard. And now we here have Rainbow OVERDRAGON, one of the more newer cards. 12-star, level 12, 12-star, whatever. Same attack, same defense, and again, 7 Crystal Beast monsters. However, this time, look at it. It's purple. What does purple mean? It's fusion monster. My goodness. But, what does it do? Alright, let's see. Must be either fusion summoned or special summoned by attributing one level 10 ultimate crystal monster, in which case you do not use poly. Alright, so it must be either fusion summoned using the 7th crystal beast, or special summoned by attributing one level 10 ultimate crystal monster. Well, Rainbow Dragon, Dark Rainbow Dragon count as ultimate crystals. Alright, so you can get it onto the field that way, or you can just use a fusion card to get 7 crystal beasts into your great... Huh. So, more than likely, you're just going to be, you know, tributing one ultimate crystal monster, in which case, you don't use poly. But what's its effect? Alright, once per turn, you can banish one crystal beast monster from your graveyard. This card gains attack equal to the banished monsters until the end of this turn. What is it about these ultimate crystal monsters that just want more attack? They already have 4,000 attack. They're going to beat over, most likely, anything. Quick effect, you can tribute its fusion summon card, shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. Alright, so it has a better effect than the original Rainbow Dragon. Wow, look at that. Quick effect, so you can use it during any turn. You don't have to use it during your main phase 1 or 2. You can just quick effect. Any turn, you can tribute this fusion summon card. Fusion summoned? Okay. Shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. Alright. So you see, you had something good going for you. Quick effect, you can tribute this fusion summon card. So you see, you had something good going for you, but then you just had to slide in the fusion summoned. Alright, and now one of the more newer cards. Rainbow Dragon, the Zenith Crystal Beast. Now, interesting to note, it's an 8-star, 3,000 attack, same defense, 8-star. If this face-up card is destroyed in a monster zone, you can place it in your face-up, or place it face-up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. So, it's the same Crystal Beast card. Easy to note, Crystal Beast, so you can actually use this card as material for your Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. So, now there's 8? Instead of 7. When an attack is declared involving a Crystal Beast monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so, assuming you're running this deck, you're going to be using Crystal Beasts, so more than likely, anytime an attack is declared, it's going to be involving a Crystal Beast monster, which means you get a free 3,000 attack monster. Pretty good. You can banish this continuous spell, special summon one level 4 or lower Crystal Beast monster from your deck, but negate its effects, if any, and if you do, add one ultimate crystal monster from your deck to your hand. But you have to banish this. But why? Crystal Keeper, a pendulum monster. How about that? Crystal Keeper is a pendulum warrior, 4-star, 1,500 attack, 1,800 defense. Obviously, if you can tell, what's he modeled after? I don't know. He's just a blonde-headed Jesse Anderson. So its pendulum effect. Each turn, the first time an ultimate crystal monster and or crystal beast card you control will be destroyed by a card effect that turn, it is not destroyed. Monster effect. If a crystal beast monster you control battles an opponent's monster during damage calculation, quick effect, you can tribute this card from your hand and or face of field. Your battling monster's attack / defense become double its original attack and defense during that damage calculation only, but it is destroyed at the end of this damage step. Now, again, Crystal Beast monsters do want to be destroyed because of their effect to then get sent to your spell and trap zone. its original attack becomes double, which means 3,000 can become 6,000? Crystal Master. Again, pretty obvious. This time, not modeled after original Jesse, but modeled after Bell, mind controlled Jesse, or took over his body, or however way that happened again. I already forgot. Took over his body, I guess. This time, level 3, pendulum skill of 5, attack 1300, defense 1000. Now then, pendulum effect. Your opponent cannot target ultimate crystal monsters or crystal beast cards you control with card effects. Okay. Monster effect. You can tribute this card at 1 ultimate crystal monster, crystal beast monster, or crystal spell trap from your deck to your hand. It is easy to note again, they don't actually, count as crystal beasts, but at least they help a little. Rainbow Neos is a card. You're not really ever going to be using this in this kind of deck, but if you do, it's not bad. 4,500 attack, 3,000 defense. It can only be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials, cannot be special summoned by other ways, and once per turn you can activate one of these effects. Send 1 monster you control to the graveyard, shuffle all monsters your opponent controls into the deck. Send 1 spell trap you control to the graveyard, shuffle all spell and trap cards your opponent controls into the deck. Send 1 card from the top of your deck to the graveyard, shuffle all cards in your opponent's graveyard into the deck. So, it's not horrible, but you need to get Neos onto the field, then you need to get Ultimate Crystal onto the field, or I guess you could use the Neos fusion card, but that can also just get negated, so I'm just going to run through all of the Rainbow Crystal Beast Ultimate Crystal cards. Malefic Rainbow Dragon is a card that can work in this deck. 4,000 attack, 0 defense, and it just has all the Malefic effects. You gotta remove from play 1 Rainbow Dragon from your hand or deck. Yada yada. It's fine. You're not gonna use it in the deck though. Rainbow Refraction, spell card, quick play, and it has good old Rainbow Dragon on its cover. If a monster you control, whose original name is Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon, activates its effects this turn, special summon any number of Crystal Beast monsters with different names from your deck. More than likely, you're just going to be using 1 of each copy of a Crystal Beast card, but there are some you could probably use 2 of, maybe 3? So this isn't bad. Rainbow Path. Of course, it has Ruby Carbuncle on the front. Has Rainbow Dragon behind it. And when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you send 1 Crystal Beast card from your spell and trap zone to the graveyard. Then target the attacking monster, negate its effect, negate the attack, then you can add 1 Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon from your deck to your hand. More than likely you will have a Crystal Beast card from your spell and trap zone, so that's not going to be horrible. However, targeting the attacking monster, a lot of cards these days can't be targeted. Other traps you probably want to use over this one. Ultimate Crystal Magic. When your Crystal Beast monster is destroyed by battle, you can send 7 Crystal Beast cards with different names from your hand, deck, and or face up from your field to the graveyard. Special summon 1 Ultimate Crystal Fusion monster from your extra deck. This counts as a fusion summon. Now, if a face-up Ultimate Crystal monster you control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Place any number of Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard face up in your spell and trap zone as continuous spells. Now then, Rainbow Gravity. If you have 7 Crystal Beast cards with different names in your field and or in your graveyard, you get a special summon 1 Ultimate Crystal monster from your deck or graveyard, ignoring its summoning conditions. Advanced Dark. Field spell. All Crystal Beast monsters on the field and in the graveyard become dark. If an ultimate crystal monster attacks, negate the attacks of the attack target during that battle phase. During damage calculation of a crystal beast monster you control battles and you would take damage, you can send one crystal beast monster from your deck to the graveyard and you take no battle damage from that battle. Rainbow Bridge. Normal spell card. Pretty simple. Add one crystal spell trap from your deck to your hand. Crystal Bond. Add one Crystal Beast monster from your deck to your hand and place one Crystal Beast monster with a different name from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. Of course though, it's gotta be a once per turn. Now then, onto Crystal Tree. Each time a Crystal Beast monster is placed in either player's spell and trap zone, place one crystal counter on this card. You can send this card to the graveyard, take a number of Crystal Beast monsters from your deck equal to the number of crystal counters that were on this card and place them face up in your spell and trap zone as continuous spells. Now then, Crystal Abundance. Send 4 Crystal Beast cards from your spell and trap zone to the graveyard. Send as many cards on the field as possible to the graveyard, then special summon as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your graveyard up to the number of cards sent from your opponent's field to the graveyard by this effect. Crystal Beacon. Special summon one Crystal Beast monster from your deck. You must have 2 or more Crystal Beast cards in your spell and trap zone to activate and to resolve this effect. Crystal Blessing. Target up to 2 Crystal Beast monsters in your graveyard. Place those targets face up in your spell and trap zone as continuous spells. Crystal Conclave. Once per turn, if a face-up Crystal Beast monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one Crystal Beast monster from your deck. You can send this face-up card from the field to the graveyard, then target one Crystal Beast card you control, and one card on the field. Return them to the hand. Cannot activate these effects on the same chain. Sucks. Of course that means, the Crystal Beast monster you control destroyed by battle card effect. However, its effect activates, creating the chain. Your opponent activates something to destroy your card, Crystal Conclave, and now you're like, well, can't do anything now. Crystal Pair. When a Crystal Beast monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, place one Crystal Beast monster from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell, then you take no battle damage for the rest of the turn. Crystal Promise. Target one Crystal Beast card in your spell and trap card zone, special summon that target. Crystal RAIGEKIR. Send one Crystal Beast card from your spell and trap card zone to the graveyard to target one card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Crystal Release. Equip only to a Crystal Beast monster. It gains 800 attack. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can place one Crystal Beast monster from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. Counter Gem. Send all cards in your spell and trap zone to the graveyard. Place as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your graveyard face up in your spell and trap zone as continuous spells. During the end phase of this turn, destroy all Crystal Beast cards you control. Rare Value. If you control 2 or more Crystal Beast cards in your spell and trap zone, your opponent chooses one Crystal Beast card in your spell and trap zone, you send it to the graveyard, and if you do, you draw 2. Onto the Ancient City. Rainbow Ruins. Field Spell. Another one. You must have this many Crystal Beast cards in your spell and trap zone to activate and to resolve these effects. 1+. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. 2+. Once per turn, including the opponent's, you can have the battle damage you take. 3+. When a spell trap card is activated, you can send one Crystal Beast monster you control to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. 4+. Once per turn during your main phase, you can draw a card. 5. Once per turn during the main phase, you can target one Crystal Beast card in your spell and trap zone, special summon that target. The Crystal Beast monsters. The last few cards, the last 7 7 cards we'll be taking a look at for all of this entire archetype. We're almost done, dude. What the frick? Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger. 4-star, 1600 attack, 1000 defense. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, it gains 400 attack during the damage step only. If this face of card is destroyed, yeah, you get it. Crystal Beast Emerald Tortoise. A 3-star at 600 attack, 2000 defense. Once per turn, you can target one monster you control that attacked this turn. Change that target to defense position. And then it has the Crystal Beast effect of when it's destroyed, send that sucker to this spell and trap zone. Crystal Beast Amber Schwarzenegger.
I would love to pummel that little toothpick of a man.
Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth. 4-star, 1700 attack, 1600 defense. When another Crystal Beast monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can change the attack target to this card. Crystal Beast Amethyst Cat. 3-star, 1200 attack, 400 defense. This card can attack your opponent directly, but when it uses this effect, any battle damage it inflicts to your opponent is halved. Crystal Beast Cobalt Eagle. 4-star, 1400 attack, 800 defense. Once per turn, you can target one Crystal Beast card you control. Place that target on top of the deck. Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle. Sorry, you gotta say it like that, cause you know the GX dub, right? Come on, dude. 3-star, 300 attack, 300 defense. When this card is special summoned, you can special summon as many Crystal Beast monster cards as possible from your spell and trap zones. Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. When this card is summoned, you can place one Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. Now we went over all the cards. They're all fresh in your mind, I hope. Hopefully I did a good enough job explaining the effects. Well, I didn't really explain the effects, I just read the effects. But I think you have a pretty good idea of what the Crystal Beasts do and what they were going for way back when. But now we are right now, and now they suck. Primarily, they're monster effects. One can just send one of your Crystal Beast cards that you control on top of your deck? What? Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle is, like, objectively the best. It can special summon 4 monsters? That's pretty damn good. Sapphire Pegasus, right, when it's summoned, can place one Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard into one of your spell and trap zones. But why do some of the other ones just suck for no damn reason? Amethyst Cat can attack your opponent directly, but when you do, it inflicts damage equal to half its attack, so you're only gonna do 600. And when's that gonna be that useful? Amber Mammoth allows you to change the attack target to itself, but most likely all of the opponent's monsters are still going to be higher than 1700, so what are you protecting? And then Topaz Tiger gains 400 attack. Yeah, alright. I mean, 2000 attack. Usually the decks, you see, even like especially in the 2011 game Over the Nexus, you see one of the main one of the characters in that use a deck that is comprised of the Rainbow Beasts, and they use Hammond of Striking Thunder, one of the Sacred Beast cards, and that's, pretty self-evident. Crystal Beasts are continuous spells, and Hammond needs continuous spells to get summoned. Pretty good effect, and it's a pretty good combo back then. Now, not so much. And Rainbow Dragon, the Zenith Crystal Beast, is fine, but the fact that it has to banish itself just to summon a level 4 lower Crystal Beast monster, and then you also negate its effects, not the greatest. You do get to add an ultimate crystal monster from your deck to your hand. It's not great. Rainbow OVERDRAGON is fine, but you need to use a trap card to even just fusion summon it. Hey guys, if you're this far into the video, why not give it a like and subscribe? And maybe if you do like it, you continue watching some more videos. Maybe this is a video that you enjoy, these deep dives. Maybe I'll continue them if you like them. I'll probably continue them anyway, because I kind of like doing this. I like going into these older decks and seeing, why they aren't good. Where did they go wrong with these decks? So, with that being said, let's get back into the video. And then even then, it's just, Shuffle all cards on the field into the deck is, And then just banishing one Crystal Beast monster from your graveyard gains attack equal to the banished monsters. So the most it can gain is 3,000. But when are you ever gonna put Crystal Beast, or when are you ever gonna put Rainbow Dragon, the Zenith Crystal Beast into your graveyard? Rainbow Dragons, you can banish all Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard, shuffle all cards on the field into the deck is fine, but the effect should have read, shuffle all other cards on the field into the deck. So then at least you have something to attack with instead of just being into an open game state with nothing on the field. So how do we make this better? It doesn't need to get better? Yes. Let's be honest. So what does it need to get better? It's already got some good enough support in terms of Crystal Bond. It is a really good card, with being able to add a Crystal Beast monster from your deck to your hand, and then placing a Crystal Beast monster with a different name from your deck face up in the spell and trap zone. That's good enough. Some of the other Crystal Beast cards, needing to, or some of the other crystal spells and traps needing you to have a certain amount of Crystal Beast monsters in your spell and trap zone to activate their effects, that can really suck. So, what do we need? We need more spells to get our Crystal Beasts from our deck into the spell and trap zones so that we can use those other spell and traps. The field spell is cool and all, but maybe we need a monster, another Crystal Beast card that potentially protects our field spells. So, here's what we need. We need Crystal Beasts to be retrained. Now, what would that be? Dark Crystal Beast, Amber Mammoth. Dark Crystal Beast, Amethyst Cat. We need that. We need retrains that have the Dark Crystal Beast cards. Advanced Dark is a thing that happened, but nobody uses it, and it's not that great. So just retrain the original 7, and maybe retrain Rainbow Dragon, the Zenith Crystal Beast already. Give him a dark version, so that we have a potential of 8 new cards that we can put into the deck. Now with Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth, his effect: when another Crystal Beast monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can change the attack target to this card. Well, how about instead, for this new retrain, the dark version, how about when another Crystal Beast monster you control is targeted, you can change the target to this card. And of course, all of the Dark Crystal Beasts will have the effect of, if this face-up card is destroyed, you can place it in your spell and trap zone. So, how about that for Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth? It's still not great, but at least it's something. Crystal Beast Amethyst Cat. So, this card can attack your opponent directly, but when it uses its effect, it's halved. Alright, so let's keep that effect. However, when this card inflicts battle damage, you can draw one card. So you're at least gaining something instead of just doing 600 damage? That's not great. So we need to add another effect to balance out her actual effect. Also, I should say that I would have all these cards have the same attack defense, same stars, same types, but obviously all their attributes would be dark because they're dark crystal beasts. Of course, also this allows for you to use Rainbow Dragon, Dark Rainbow Dragon, allows you to use all of them. Dark Crystal Beast Cobalt Eagle. Once per turn, instead of you can target one Crystal Beast card you control, place that target on top of the deck. What if we do, once per turn, quick effect, you can target one crystal card from your graveyard, place that target on top of your deck. So now, instead of a Crystal Beast card you control placing that target on top of the deck, you can place a Crystal Bond that you used on your previous turn, or the turn now, put that target on top of your deck, and then you draw it, you use it, and you get more draws. Or you get more cards, you know what I mean. Crystal Beast Emerald Tortoise. Once per turn, you can target one monster you control that attack this turn. Change that target to defense position. What would the dark version of this do? I would think, once per turn, Quickie. And I want to keep these effects primarily the same as their counterparts. So, of course, needs to be similar. So, how about once per turn, Quick effect. You can target one monster you control, change that target's battle position. I mean, I don't know. There's nothing much else to do with that. Of course, I could give these cards new effects, but let's not do that. Dark Ruby Carbuncle, Dark Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle. How if we just give her the search effect? Because none of these cards have search effects, really. So when this card is normal summoned, you get to add one crystal card from your deck to your hand. I mean, I think that's kind of good, right? Because Dark Ruby Carbuncle would have, when this card is normal summoned, normal Ruby Carbuncle has when this card is special summoned. So we'll do it that way, and we'll make it a hard once per turn. Kind of, instead of being it like when this card is summoned, just when this card is normal summoned. Just even it out. Now I realized I did do this a little out of order in terms of the monsters, but Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, it gains 400 attack during the damage step only. So what am I going to do with his other version? Well, how about if this card battles an opponent's monster, it gains 400 attack during the damage step. Or, how about if this card battles an opponent's monster, it gains 400 attack. Just static. It just gains 400 attack permanently. So, its first attack, it will get 2,000. Next attack, 24, then 28, then 32. Now, Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. When this card is summoned, you can place one Crystal Beast monster from your hand deck or graveyard face up in your spell trap zone as a continuous spell. So, instead of that, which is a really good effect, what if the dark version, when this card is summoned, you can take one crystal card from your hand deck from your hand or graveyard, from your deck or graveyard, and place it in your hand. Now, this is the part of the video where now I'm just pulling stuff out of my butt. What am I going to do here? So we've already created Dark Crystal Beast counterparts to the original Crystal Beast. But what else are we going to do? We've got Pendulum Support, 2 cards that are fine. They're not going to, they're not beaters or anything. They're not going to help you that much, but they're fine. What do we need though? We need something better. Now, synchro support, 7-star, 8-star, and you certainly could do that. And you don't need to create a tuner for that, because, like in the Harpy Ladies, you can just treat a Crystal Beast card as a tuner. So we could do that. Now, Xyz support could also be a thing. The Crystal Beast archetype, honestly, is pretty malleable in terms of synchro support, Xyz support, link support. It's pretty damn compatible with everything. The only thing that it isn't really compatible anymore is with fusions, but I mean, they already have their fusion support anyway with Rainbow OVERDRAGON. So, I mean, they're pretty fine. And even with Rainbow Neos, I mean, that's another card that can be used. So, they're fine. If anything, I think maybe another, kind of going off track of the extra deck support, I think need a fusion spell of their own. Crystal Fusion. I don't know if that's already a card in another archetype, but like just a fusion card that can utilize, if you're gonna be using, these new cards, Dark Crystal Beast and Rainbow Dark Dragon, right? You can banish these 7 cards with different names to the banish pile, and then potentially you can use this other fusion spell to return the banished cards to your graveyard to special summon or fusion summon a ultimate crystal monster from your extra deck, allowing you to fusion summon Rainbow OVERDRAGON, and then potentially you have Dark Rainbow Dragon on your field and Rainbow OVERDRAGON on your field. Just creating cards that can help this archetype out, because it needs the help. Now, I didn't realize how long this was going to take. I'm already at an hour, and I still have a few more to go. My voice is leaving me. But, link support, synchro support, Xyz support, there's plenty we can do here. And with how easy it is to get 5 cards out on the field with Ruby Carbuncle, you could have potentially 5 level 3s, 4 level 4s. You can have a potential for a lot. So, Rainbow Dragon, the Zenith Crystal Beast, is an 8-star, and it's a dragon. So if you have 2 of these out on the field, you can potentially go for level 8 Xyz dragon monsters, or just any general rank 8 generic material. You can just go into it. But with these cards, I want to kind of like keep it to the archetype. I don't want to create, cards that don't have anything to do with a Crystal Beast. So with Link, Xyz, Synchro, which is the best option? Nah. Synchro support, or just in general the Synchro cards, were introduced the next gen, or in terms of the next show, right? So we went the original Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, then we went 5Ds, right? So fusion support, Synchro, then we went Xyz, then yada yada. Pendulum Link, you get the gist. So, which is the better one to utilize? Well, you'd probably think just Synchro. You can create 2 Crystal Beast or Ultimate Crystal Beast cards for the Synchros. 1 level 7, 1 level 8, or you could even go a step beyond, because 4 plus 3 plus 3, that's 10. And, correct me if I'm wrong, how many stars does Rainbow Dragon have again? Oh, right. 10 stars. It has 10 stars. So, Does a 10-star synchro monster make sense? But wait a minute. Rainbow OVERDRAGON has 12 stars. So we're going nuts here, guys. We're going nuts here. What's better? 10 stars, 12 stars, 7 stars, 8 stars? Plenty of things we can do. But maybe XE support is easier. 3 4 stars, 2 4 stars, 2 3 stars, 3 3 stars, 5 3 stars? Okay. I'm going a little crazy. Let's get into it. So let's go with the 10-star synchro monster. Let's just go with the synchro monsters. So a 10-star synchro monster. 4-star, 3-star, 3 star. And this is essentially how you're going to get a 10-star. Ruby Carbuncle gets summoned, and you presumably have 1 4-star and another 3-star in your spell and trap zone. And of course, when Carbuncle is special summoned, you can special summon as many Crystal Beast monster cards as possible from your spell and trap zones. So assuming you do have at least 1 3-star and another 4-star, 1 3-star and another 4-star. I guess I could have done that. But as long as you have those two, then you have your 10-star, what would you even call it? Rainbow Dragon, the Zenith? Whatever, it doesn't even really matter. Or maybe, the ultimate Rainbow Dragon? Probably not. But could that potentially be a card? Of course, this card would probably be a retrain of Rainbow Dragon. So this card would be probably also light, a dragon, 10-star, right? And it would probably have, synchro of 1 Crystal Beast and 2 Crystal Beast Whoa. Let's go, boys. Cyber Slash Harpy Lady. My goodness. Took me a while to remember that damn name. But her materials are generic. However, you can treat a Harpy Lady as a tuner. So we're going to do that similarly with this card. So with this card, Ultimate Rainbow Dragon, whatever we're going to call it, Synchro, whatever. 10-star, obviously. And it's going to have, 4,000 attack, 0 defense, similar. I guess that makes sense enough. Rainbow Dragon's effect. Quick effect. You can send all Crystal Beast monsters you control to the graveyard. This card gains a stack, 1,000 attack, for each monster sent to the graveyard. You can banish all Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard, shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. Probably what we're going to do with this card is most likely give it a quick effect of you can banish all Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard, similar with Rainbow Dragon. And we're going to shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. So the very same effect. And then special summon, ignoring the summoning conditions, 1 Rainbow Dragon from your deck or hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. Or I guess you could even add graveyard on there. I guess that would make sense. Just so that then you have a monster on the field that you can use. And of course, again, banishing all Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard allows you to use that hypothetical spell card that I just mentioned. Now, it probably should have another effect, but I don't really imagine you wanting to have another effect of gaining attack, so we're not going to do that. And so I think that's pretty much what I would do there with a synchro support, and I think you probably do just do that one. But you could do a, you could do a level 7, you can do a level 8. However, these two would probably be these probably would be like the 3,000 attack, 0 defense cards like Rainbow Dragon, the Zenith Crystal Beast. They would probably be like those kind of cards. And with those cards, what you can do is actually give them effects like you can add one field spell, from your deck to your hand. So that could be a generic searcher for a field spell if you don't want to waste one of your other searchers on that. Or just in general, it could be, right, it could have the effect of just in general being like, place one ancient city rainbow ruins onto your field or into the field spell zone. Another effect could be, I don't know, just place one crystal beast monster from your deck to your spell and trap zone. These could be, the generic, effects of these, synchro cards for like the level 7 and level 8 that only requires 2 cards, but the card, the 10 star that requires 3, needs a little bit, does a little bit more. And both these cards could have like protection of crystal beast monsters you control cannot be targeted or destroyed. And the other could have like your crystal beast spells and traps cannot be targeted or destroyed or something like that. I think that's what I would do. I don't really think we need to make like a 12 star, because if we're going to make a 12 star, then I think a 9 star is kind of appropriate. So just a 7, an 8, and a 10 I think are fine. But I think that's pretty good. I think, honest to whatever I've been able to do here, deep dive into the Crystal Beast shows they need help. But have I helped them? I don't know. That's up to you guys to decide. I could probably do more with them, but for right now, I got enough. Maybe I'll revisit this topic at a later date and maybe, try something new. Maybe instead of Dark Crystal Beast, I'll go more into like the Link cards. Maybe more into the XZs. Maybe revisit the Synchros. Maybe do some more spells, some more traps, but who knows? Tell me, did I do a good job or did I not do a good job? Like, that always sucks. That sucks. Like, imagine if I actually like made the Crystal Beasts worse. Did I? Did I make them worse or did I make them better? It's up to you guys to decide. But that being said, bloopers! Each turn, the first time an ultimate crystal monster and or crystal beast card you control will be destroyed by a card effect that turn, it is not destroyed. Is that the same effect that I just read? I did. What? Alright guys, that's it for me. I'm gonna see you guys on the next deep dive or whatever video I end up posting, because I do have more videos that I want to do on these deep dives. I don't know how often I'll be doing these, maybe once a week or something, but hopefully I'll be doing these, relatively, weekly, updatedly, daily. That English? I don't know. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Never gonna do that again.